this appeal, try to win, think you will not. You catch a buckshot. I got enough crops since I was a young buck, cause I didn't give a fuck. If I got stuck, I would come back to beat on motherfuckers like a drum track. I keep my spec on all the bitches on the scum sack. 1994 is all about the East Coast. Thought the other shit was raw, well it couldn't get close to the niggas from Brooklyn, Philly to the Berry. Niggas acting illy, bustin' bullets in the flurry. Can't forget the South Bronx, Harlem and Manhattan. Then you go higher where the Dominicans be fattin'. And Jersey is ill town, Newark they be gattin', Jersey City and Trenton. Niggas strictly representin' for the East Coast, cause I never hear enough of that shit. And I'll be there cause we the ones who got the fat shit. Pump this in your motherfucking whip if you dare. Even if you think that you can flip, I don't care. You need to take a motherfucking trip over here, but you can have that motherfucking shit in your head in the jungle.
You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat. The East Coast jungle. You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat. The East Coast jungle. You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat. The East Coast jungle. You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat.
Ayo, I plan to withstand niggas by a large sum, not the diggable plans, but yo, check where I'm from. I live where I'm from, I love where I'm from. And if you thought I didn't, yo, you're motherfucking dumb. I come from Brooklyn, New York, and getting Pillsbury though. I really got my hook up out in Roxbury though. And yo, I didn't bury, even cops worry though. Cause just because you got the bags on me, you won't get very low. So who the fuck wanna check game? When you break it down, every ghetto gets same. But niggas wanna front like where they at, it's just the all that. So like you know, I just came to throw the ball back for the jungle.
You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat. The East Coast jungle. You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat. The East Coast jungle. You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat. The East Coast jungle. You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat.
To the East Coast dealers and the dealers, they're the ones who really feel us on the realest. For the ghetto big willers like Karen in the hall like Aaron, staring, scaring, punks over there and blunts in the air. We don't watch what we wear and Tim's, Brims, 5-star rims on the rugged Pathfinder with the niggas all in. Then it's all about the hunt for the skins when you enter the East Coast jungle. You could catch a smack running back if you fumble. We be in the slums selling jumps by the bundle. If you wanna come get your guns, we can rumble. When you stumble and fall, you could then call the ambulance, cause you don't stand a chance. And like a bill, I'll let you know in advance. We get ill inside the club, we don't dance in the jungle.
You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat. The East Coast jungle. You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat. The East Coast jungle. You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat. The East Coast jungle. You could take a nigga out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the cat.
Ayo, Manchester is the East Coast jungle. Niggas in Lordtown, East Coast jungle. Boston, that's a fucking East Coast jungle. Even Providence is the East Coast jungle. Niggas in Connecticut, East Coast jungle. Even New York is the East Coast jungle. Niggas in Jersey, East Coast jungle. Niggas in Philly, East Coast jungle. Niggas in Baltimore, East Coast jungle. Even DC is the East Coast jungle. Yo, Virginia, East Coast jungle. North Kakalaka be the East Coast jungle. South Kakalaka is the East Coast jungle. Niggas in Atlanta, that's the East Coast jungle. Even Florida is the East Coast jungle. If you come around to the east, don't stumble. Hey yo, this nigga just sprang 50 bags, some ill shit. I'm out.